Here comes the sun. It's going to be in the 80s today and the 90s tomorrow and the next day, I think. Summer may actually be here. I keep saying that. I think it's true. Welcome to my channel. My name is Kendra and I'm so glad you're back. If you're not new, howdy. And if you are new, if you like what you see, I hope you might consider subscribing. I live in a house in the woods and I was just showing the summer stuff I had. We're going to have a party here tomorrow for one of the grandkids' very first birthday, Mr. Emmett, and he is as big as a 2-year-old. He's quite something. He was saying words when it was freaky. He was way too young, so we love him. What else was I going to say? Oh, I just put a pork butt in the slow cooker with some barbecue sauce and some onions and some pepperoncinis. And the reason there's a pork butt in the slow cooker is because I thought that it was a chuck roast, and I was making Mississippi pot roast today. Change of plans, pivot, as they say. So anyway, I'm going to do that. I'm going to make cupcakes I didn't make last night. I'm going to get a list going of what I need to get done and what I need to get done with it, because they are all descending on the house tomorrow. What fun, fun, fun! I always forget to film things, that I'm doing. So here's the slow cooker, and here's the pork butt that I thought was a chuck roast. Even though it laid in my sink overnight and thawed. I put in barbecue sauce, pepperoncini, and some onions. And when it gets done, I'll just shred it up, and they can have it on tortillas. Here's the bottles of stuff. I used maybe a third of the honey barbecue sauce, and about a third of the pepperoncini and some of the juice, just to add some heat. Oh, and one yellow onion. I almost used 2, but I just used 1 because I probably ought to add the second one just for kicks and grins to pad it some. Okay, anyway, that's that. Well, I decided to erase what I had done and said because I was talking a little bit about amendments and rights, and then I decided after I was done that had nothing to do with deviled eggs. I don't know what made me decide to talk about it in the first place, but I know that it's a hot button topic, and I am not going to share my belief that you should be able to carry. Anyway, in the way that I did, and that's all I have to say about that. So I have the egg yolks, purple onions, celery, and I have the extra part here that I'm going to fill. This is going to go in 5 minutes tomorrow. I have more that I'll put in the fridge and I can refill with. So I'll start doing putting in stuff now. Okay, I put in real mayonnaise, Best Foods. I put in some dry mustard. Sometimes I use prepared, sometimes I use dry. I put in dill weed. Sometimes I use, wet dill, like dill relish out of a jar. This time I'm just using this. Even those purple onions, I like a little extra onion powder. And I put in salt and pepper. And now I'm going to mush it up really good. And then I'm going to stick it in a bag and squirt it into these halves. So here we go. We got, it's all mixed together. It's, I think some people might like it drier and some people might like it wetter. I think I kind of like it in the middle. I should have done all of these at once instead of half and half. I don't know what I was thinking. But, okay. All right, I got it all in this bag. I'm going to poke a hole, just a Ziploc baggie. I'm going to poke a hole in the bottom here and fill all of these egg halves now. There we go. You hush, please, those dogs. So I've got my eggs done. I put the paprika, smoked paprika on top. Just that stuff. And I'm going to cover these up and stick them in the fridge, and I guess get to work on the second batch that I should have done at the same time. It's crazy. Ooh, and I forgot I had a drink sitting here. I'm drinking Milo's Zero Sweet. Good stuff. So that's about how I make my deviled eggs. That's all I got to say about that. So here we go. The pork butt roast is done. I've got the meat pulled off the bone, and let's see. There's that hunkin' bone. It was hot, I'll tell you what. But I got it out of there. And then I took the pepperoncinis that were still whole off, just, to separate. Now I'm going to take off any fat or anything that else that looks like, chunks of onion and everything. And I'm going to separate the meat from all of that. Add, well, no, I don't think I'll add. I'll put some barbecue sauce bottle on the side. They're going to eat it on a hamburger buns with sweet potato crinkle cut fries. I'm just waiting on my oven to preheat, and it goes pretty fast now that my husband put the new part that it needed. It used to take, I've told this story 100 times, but it used to take like 45 minutes to heat up to 425. And now it just does it. You can watch it move up. Okay, so it'll be, I don't know, what did the directions say? I think it said something like 12 minutes. A full bag 22 minutes. So in 22 minutes, we'll have dinner. It's 4:03 right now. Oh, husband found a big wasp nest on the back deck. Did I already tell you this story? He's going to wait till midnight and hit it with some spray. Hopefully get all the little buggers while they're in their beds. Okay, so that's the end, I think, today. I still haven't made the cake. I'm waiting on some eggs to come home from the store with my husband. And when they do, I'll make the cake and the rest of the stuff. I don't have a whole lot to do tomorrow then. I'm just going to put everything out for the party and call her good. If you guys like this kind of stuff, day in the life, what's for dinner, organization, prepper, shopping, blah, 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 I hope you'll consider subscribing. I love to meet new people. Oh, did I say how happy I am that I'm no longer out of this? Coffee Mate chocolate cream powder. My favorite. Have a great night, guys. TGIF, right? Bye-bye.